Come on in, come on in. Yeah, you can just sit right there. So how you feeling?
Oh, honestly, I don't know. It's been crazy. Yeah, I feel terrible. I feel sad. I feel just kind of empty.
Well, I am sorry to hear that. So what happened?
Well, it started like any other day. I said hi to all my pets. Hi, River. Hi, Tiana. Hi, Milo. Hi, Dell. Hi, Chico. Hi, Garfield. Hi, Mabel. Hi, Duchess. Hi, Deveria. Hi, Kiki. Hi, Sherlock Bones. Hi, No Name.
You say hi to all your pets?
Of course, don't you?
Yeah. Okay. So what did you do after that?
Well, I went to go to work.
What do you do for work?
Some would say clown, I say entertainer. So if you missed the last video, I have been working on this ravine village, and my goal was to kind of create a stop point from Lawa to Phaeneria. I keep calling it Phaeneria, but I think it's supposed to be called Lupa, the actual kingdom. Actual continent is Phaeneria, but the actual kingdom is Lupa. Anyways, so I've been working on this ravine village, and there's no interiors, so I want to tackle on getting the interiors done today. But I also came up with an idea. I want to make this my storage system. This whole entire village into my storage system. I'm not really great at redstone, but I am going to try my best to make it work. Here's to hoping, and here's to making the ultimate storage system in Minecraft. A florist, a gardener, a botanist. Alright, here we are. So my goal is to try to get this whole entire ravine village looking pretty good, and I probably want to start with the interiors to just kind of get a idea and layout. So as of right now, it is very unfinished, as you can see. I do want to probably tackle some of this upper parts later on, but for today I want to focus down at the bottom and focus on all the ravine and stuff. And as you can see, all of this needs to be stored because this is not gonna work. Did I say I was a redstoner? I'm a redstoner as well.
So what is a redstoner?
It's kind of like an electrician, engineer, psychopath mixed all together.
I see. And so you learned all this by yourself?
No, I watched some videos online and I thought I could just do it myself. Alright, so I'm going to try my best to teach a little bit of redstone. I mean, I actually learned this from an old Impulse video, so I'm not really teaching you, I am just regurgitating information. Okay, so we're just gonna place some blocks, just kind of like in a T shape like this. So the whole point is for us to kind of filter items. This is just a filtering system, probably one of the easiest ones I've ever seen, and I'm pretty sure everybody uses it. It's like super simple. You want to just place a redstone torch here. That's going to stop the hopper from pushing any items through. And then you want to put a redstone repeater facing into the block right there to send a signal to that redstone torch. So it'll send a signal to that redstone torch. You want to place a comparator up here, facing away from your chests and hopper, and then just put a line of redstone. I forgot another block. I'm a professional, I swear. And then you place another block and you can put a piece of redstone there to send a signal downwards. Above here is going to be your filter. So this is going to filter your items. It's going to send a signal to the comparator. Comparators, you know, receive certain signals, and the whole point is for us to only send a certain signal strength into the comparator. We're going to put 4 filters here. Filtered, I think it's like 41 items will send enough of a signal strength to push down items. So hoppers want to usually will go down first before checking a chest or anything like that. So it'll filter down first. So pretty much you just want to place whatever item you want on the left side that you want in the chest. So let's put an example here. I don't have enough stone. So here you see 41 items and of stone, and now I can't put any cobblestone in there because obviously the filter is full. But once it exceeds 41, once you put a stone in there, then it'll accept it and it'll go into your chest. Okay, kind of simple. I explained that terribly. I'm sorry. I'm still learning redstone, but I'm still a bad teacher as well. So hopefully that's kind of understandable. But Impulse has a way better video that explains it all, so go check that out in the description. But let me do one of the interiors and kind of show you the vibe I'm trying to go for, and hopefully, yeah, I'll bring you guys right back. I'm also an architect, interior designer.
Do you ever wonder where the tide goes when you sigh? Does it drift into a pastel cloud that grows throughout the night? Does it sing and dance in its self-pity even when you're alright? Does it sink into your blanket and hide from the light? So lay your head to rest and find me in your dreams alone. The tree.
A cook, a chef, a baker. Okay, it's done. It's done. I finished one of the interiors. Good thing it's nighttime. We're just doing an interior. But ta-da! Look at it. Oh, it's beautiful. Got a nice carpet here. They're using the coral blocks, so I got water under there. And then as well as just kind of a nice cozy cafe feel. Some candle lits, and not like super bright, but just kind of bright enough to where you can see everything. But yeah, it's supposed to be like a nice little cafe shop. We've got the counter here. We've got some of the things they're selling. It's only honey bottles in like flower pots, but I probably could put more potion bottles in here, but I didn't want to make it look like more of a potion shop, if that makes sense. But this looks nice. So if you couldn't tell, this is supposed to be where I house all my mud and stuff. So I've got a bunch of random things on the counter to just kind of like, I don't know, be like condiments, syrups. Yeah, more like syrups and stuff. Packets of sugar, I guess. I don't know. But this is supposed to house my dirt shop. My dirt and mud and all that stuff. So that's what's back here to signify like what's in the barrels and things. Maybe it's like you pour what kind of dirt you want or something. I don't know. Mud coffee, isn't that the best? And just put some example blocks in here. Obviously can't keep a grass block under a barrel, so I just put it in an item frame to kind of signify this is different. But I'm really liking how this place turned out. It's looking great. So the upstairs is going to be more bulk storage and kind of focusing on that. I do have it a little bit set up. It's not completely, you know, set in stone just yet, but right now I'm just using hoppers. But eventually I think I'm probably going to do a little bit of a cleanup job on all of that. But that was just an example to kind of show you what the plans are. But I'm liking how this place turned out. It is looking so good and beautiful, and I really like it. Connoisseur, a philanthropist.
So you're kind of like Iron Man.
You said it, not me. But yeah, speaking of iron, I actually needed to make an iron farm as well as a redstone farm, but I wanted to do them without any help.
Oh yeah? And how did that go?
It went well. Oh, it's a mess. It's an absolute mess. I don't build this witch farm because it's my own creation and it's awful. It's terrible. What is happening? I think I built this one too high. I just need to lower all these platforms at least by one, I think. I think this top platform is just spawning regular mobs. And I learned a lot. I learned so much, kind of. Witches can't drown nor burn, but they can die to cramming. Because I just had them stack up, so instead now I just have a ton of minecarts, so they can't really get in there. The biggest thing I probably am going to change is I think I'm just gonna do the trapdoor mechanism. I think that's just so much better. But this being this low is bad. Since I'm just doing cramming anyways, I can just raise this up. I was trying to get them to like die by drop, but going lower is just worse. It's just worse, so just might as well go up and do cram. It's because I probably want to build a building around this eventually, right? And having to build up there is just super inconvenient. I'd rather have like a hot air balloon or an airship or something up there. Well, I don't know. Don't ask me how I came up with this whole thing. There's probably an easier way to do this. But yeah. Here is a delay for all the water to come out. It's long enough for them to get pushed, and then there's probably a better way to do this, but this is me learning redstone. But I think I can just do a line of redstone on top of some trapdoors, and they would just flip open and the water would just come out and it'd be more even. And I'm not gonna waste your time. I am just gonna build this. I'm gonna fix this up, and then I'll go build the interiors. I wanted to design some interiors, a lot of interiors, pretty much a whole village of interiors. Some would say impossible. I just say it's all in a day's work. Why exactly were you sad though? Because it seems to be going pretty well for you. Well, it was. It was going really well. I built so many things and just all these beautiful interiors all coming together. I started wiring all the redstone, connecting it all. And suddenly it was just emptiness. Just pure void. Like it was nothing there. It was scary, and I don't know if I could ever live it again. I don't wish anybody to experience that kind of emptiness. So you're here with us now. What happened then? Well, suddenly I started flying. Flying? What do you mean by flying? I just started flying. Oh, you're probably wondering what's happening, why Jess is like this, why he's all flying and stuff. Well, I did the worst, egregious, most terrible thing a Minecrafter could do. I deleted my world. Oh, I deleted my world. It was the worst thing that could have happened. Worst thing that could have happened to any Minecrafter. Especially a forever world. I just did something like stupid. I wanted to delete this world that I'm in right now, because I wanted to update it into the newer one, but then I didn't really see what I was clicking and I deleted the other one rather than this one. I probably should change the names more easier to see. I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking. I just don't want to think about it too much. But it is what it is. It has happened. So this world is kind of up to, you know, the most recent possible version I have. But the only issue is I don't have this path right here completed all the way to the fishing village. That tree is there because I wanted to test if the tree would look good there. And then all the way through here. I didn't do the path here, but I think I stopped around here. And I haven't done any of this. I've done the outside. Luckily, I had a save of this to kind of show, you know, the space around it, but I don't have the rocks and stuff and the terraform around it, so that's gonna be probably slightly different than it was before. But that means I'm gonna have to do all the interiors, all the terraforming around it all over again. So I just want to get it to that state at the moment, because it's either that or quitting Minecraft. No, I'm just kidding. It's either that or starting all over again or something like that. Oh yeah, I also have to recreate the farms. That's a whole test thing I was trying to do. I didn't like it. So I'm going to recreate the iron farm and the redstone farm as well. So that's going to be a whole thing. Hopefully that's easier because that's just farms. But the captures you saw, the like little montage of the interiors, that was all done in survival. So I'm gonna actually use those captures to see if I can get it to, you know, as close as I can to what it was. Even though I do want to do, you know, everything I did here in survival again, I feel defeated at the moment and I feel like I'm not up to that. So I think this is just the easiest for my mind and body to keep going and pull through this whole situation and just recover from it. And I just wanted to be as transparent as possible on why things might look slightly different or my stats might be completely wrong, because now they're gonna be completely wrong because I'm gonna have to rebuild all of this. But yeah, that's the reason. I am sorry. I feel bad. I feel bad for me and for you, all my followers. But yeah, it's tragic. It's tragic. Also, for anybody who, you know, wants to help, you can leave any advice in the comments below. But I do want to say that I have tried everything in the internet possible. I've checked all the previous, you know, file histories. I've checked my recycling bin. I've even downloaded like recovering data stuff. It's just none of it works. None of it gets the file that I need. This is the most recent version, and sadly it's kind of a creative version. It is based off the survival version, so hopefully it still keeps some of the data, but I will just have to rebuild a lot of this stuff. I'm just yapping now, but I'm gonna get back to work and try to get it to the state it was, and hopefully by the time you see me I am, you know, better and recovered from this tragedy. But I appreciate you guys, and thank you for hopefully understanding what I'm going through. See you later. Oh, I was able to do pretty much anything I wanted. An architect's dream, an contractor's dream, all the dreams you could ever want, all combined into one. Unlimited resources, unstoppable creativity. You could do it all.
So you used creative?
Yes, I used creative.
So you're a cheater?
No. Yes, but not in the way you think. I used creative to get back to where I was.
But you cheated to the way back to where you were.
It's not cheating. It's my world. I can do whatever I want with it.
Okay, buddy. I didn't know we had a cheater here. All right, wrap it up, guys. Let's pack our stuff. Let's get out of here.
Wait, guys, don't leave. Have I told you I'm a professional yapper? Okay, we're kind of back. Not the greatest food. ShyinJess didn't have a lot of food, but I've managed to fix a lot of it. Let's take a look. I'm back. I got my stuff. I'm so happy I at least had like a creative copy. Oh my goodness, it would have been so bad. So all of this has been rebuilt. All of this. Things might be slightly, different, slightly skewed. I don't know. I tried my best. We still got the flowers. We still got the path. Tried to add the rocks in like kind of the same areas. Some of the flowers might be in different places. But it's still the same vibe. Still the same vibe. Still beautiful. Still gorgeous. Even though it still feels slightly, it doesn't have that like authentic feel anymore. Maybe that's just me, but I don't know. I'm kind of still getting over it, but I am definitely happier and better and just so glad my world is still alive and going. Okay, yeah, I added this little bit. Just added some blue orchids going drooping down, and then added some cattails. It just looks beautiful. It just looks nice. I love blue orchids. It's so beautiful. It's that pop of blue. Same thing with over there. It's the same. I still have this rocky beach here. I did add a little of walls to add maybe like, kind of little pebbles and stuff in the water. But all of this is still relatively the same. Still kind of kept the same flower look. I did add a little bit of a pink section here. I don't think this was here last time, but I just like, why not? Why not? Just little bits, nothing too crazy. This path, I'm pretty sure it's skewed. It does not look the same. This path is slightly skewed like this way. But it's nice because it kind of frames this little cabin. Even though I recreated all of this and stuff, it still took a long time. It still took a really long time to do. It was not fun. It was not fun because I already did all this. The satisfaction is usually the end result, but I already had the end result. Yeah, it just ended up being super tedious and just very not fun to do. There we go. We got an iron golem over here, just in the path. These peeps out here looking beautiful. I think they're down here somewhere. I think I left a stone to like kind of okay, there. Is it here? It's here, yes. Okay, here they are. I kind of want them. We'll bring the fox too. You know what? We'll bring the fox as well. My great friends, all in a beautiful boat. Hey, perfect. We got a nice, beautiful. Oh, nice, beautiful path for us to take here. But I know the boats get stuck on like the little lip of whatever. It's annoying. It's annoying. We just gotta jump a little bit here and there. Please, please, please. Okay. This is pretty good. This is going swimmingly. Get it? They're in a boat. Okay, we got all the villagers back. They are congregating around these barrels, of course, but at least they're here. Hopefully safe? I'm not sure. Yeah, we're out of here. Sadly, they probably won't last long, but as you can see, the path is not finished and it's kind of gone. Because I didn't really want to focus on that too much. I will probably try to do that next episode. Try to do the upper parts here more in the next episode. But I am pretty exhausted. Pretty exhausted because I had to do these interiors twice. I regret not doing them in creative. I was like, oh, it'd be fun to just kind of problem solve and do it in survival. It was still fun the first time. Second time, not so fun. But it's all good. It's all good. It's happy. It's done. We just forget about it. Forget about it. This is our world now. Ta-da! First interior is the sushi kind of sushi bar, sushi restaurant kind of deal. Still have our lamppost. Very simple design. Kind of gets the job done. I tried to keep the exterior relatively the same. Nothing major out here. Maybe some paintings and stuff, some more hanging signs, but nothing too crazy. So first is the sushi bar, restaurant, no name. None of these are named yet. Eventually we will have names for them. Just a nice little cozy interior. Oh, that's another sad thing that we lost is the pillagers we were gonna put in here. I'm still eventually gonna probably try to grab pillagers if I can. Because we're still gonna be building around this area anyways, so I didn't want to use spawns or spawn anything in. I just want to naturally get them and stuff. So we'll eventually, hopefully, just get them in boats and just break their bows again. That's never fun. But yes, this is the sushi bar. I added a couple more different sushi variants, I guess. That one kind of looks like tuna a little bit, right? Yeah, they're all pretty simple, pretty basic. These two are probably the best by far. The kelp and the resin block here looks the most sushi, but yeah, that's the idea, you know. I just hate that it kind of glitches. Like, why is I don't know what it is, but it's doing it. Oh, we got the little stove here. I don't know, are they usually it's raw, so this doesn't really make too much sense that they're cooking it. And let's not think about it too much. So this is actually where the most of the storage system's gonna go. I'll show you this bit later because I have to do a multi-item sorter for most of this stuff. Just because there's just so many variables and so many different types of items. But this first store, I'm likely gonna do like mob drops, I think. It's kind of a miscellaneous because it could be, obviously they could be anything. I'm not gonna put sushi in here or something, but that's crazy. But yeah, this is more like a miscellaneous item storage place. I'm probably gonna add just more chests and stuff, and then I kind of have the miss item sorter up there. I'll try to explain how that works, but obviously I'm still new to redstone and I'm still kind of learning as well. All of these are interconnected, even though in reality it probably wouldn't make too much sense. Sometimes I do see stores that are like this. This next place, the grocery store. Really small grocery store vibes. I wanted to like add like produce and stuff. So this is like a gold block. This is actually a yellow coral block, and then this is a mushroom block. It was like, you know, kind of the vibe. And then got beetroot. This is a mangrove block. This is a pumpkin block. This is obviously a honey. This is a honeycomb block. The honey. And then this is raw iron for the fish. I don't have the prices up, but it is a very small grocery store. This is supposed to be like the register, but there's not a lot of space in here. It's very cramped. I don't know why I made it so small. I could have probably pushed it aside, but I wanted to make my life easier with the redstone and just do it in a line sort of kind of deal, but sacrifices had to be made of space. But the outside looks gorgeous. Like, it just looks great and stuff. I really like that. It's looking good. It's looking good. Just some minor tweaks that might happen, but I'm pretty happy with most of the interiors here. So next shop is a pottery shop. This one's fairly simple. It's actually gonna house, oh, I should have said, this is gonna house my foods. All my foods, obviously. All the produce anybody could ever want. And then this one is gonna house my sand. I might do sand, gravel, and then maybe red sand here. I'm not sure. That's why I kind of just did 3. But I might not need the 3rd one. I'm not sure. And then this one is going to be another multi-item one. I can put maybe pots and shards and things like that possibly. But yeah. Just a little sandy pottery shop. I have to check that out. There's water flowing under there. So outside, I've tried to make this area fairly safe, even above in lava. So I would like to place some like shards and stuff up on the walls too, and in on the pots. So we gotta do more exploring. Little section here for us to go upstairs. Upstairs, none of them have any upstairs. Oh, I hear a skeleton. Oh, it's up there, I think. Okay, so most of this is probably likely where the redstone's gonna go, so that's why it's really unfinished. Because I'm gonna add regular item filter ones and then multi-item sorter ones all the way across here. So that's hopefully it comes out pretty well. But even the upstairs is I'm gonna try to add, you know, a tunnel just to make it easier, because even though this goal is to like try to visit inside and all that stuff, if I really need bulk items, I'm probably just gonna go up there and just grab them. This one's a little bizarre, no doorway yet, but it comes into the register area. I don't know if I'm gonna have somebody working here. I think we want to add movement, but I want to do the redstone first and then kind of see how that movement goes. A lot of water noises coming because I tried to do this carpet thing where I used the fire coral, and obviously you need water to keep it alive. But I don't like that you're hearing water noises. I mean, maybe it could be the coffee being brewed. I think I already showed this area. It is literally the exact copy of what we toured earlier, so that's it. But this might change. Maybe I still like the kind of the carpet design, but I know I've actually been kind of I've been experimenting, and I've come up with a couple different carpet designs and stuff, so that might be something we revisit. But this path right here, this is actually inspired by something I experienced in real life. Like I said, I've had a cafe that was connected to like a plant store. So in here we have the plant shop. So most of this is gonna house all the plants, all the different types of plants, and then as well as my leaves. So we're gonna have a leaf separate section, because I do want to keep a lot of leaves, like a lot of leaves. So that's gonna be in here. So I left this is the only spot that's actually open to the sky, because obviously you want a lot of sun for the plants and stuff, whether it's direct or indirect, right? This kind of gives the vibe, and I like the open airiness. It just feels better. And yeah, I like how this one came out. This one's probably one of my favorites. Waterfall. I just wanted to add a waterfall feature for fun. Kind of. It doesn't connect to anything yet, but it adds to the feel. It's just one of those things where like you just go off vibes, you know? You go off feeling and vibes, and this gives me a good feeling. All right, next section. So there's a lot of stuff. So if I kind of rush through, because there's still a lot of shops to go through, I kind of want you guys to see the vision, the idea. And some of you might think like, oh my goodness, that's gonna be so much running around, and I want that. I want to experience my world. I want to feel my world. I want to feel like I'm in it. I want to, you know, go shopping as as I guess I grab storage. Really, I'm just taking it because it's mine, but that's the feeling I want to go for. I'm ruffling all the leaves. Okay, so there's a couple things in this place. This is a furniture store. Well, I went with a lot of different types of designs. You got the chandeliers. You just got the simple stuff. another type of chandelier there. These are the rugs I was experimenting with. Doesn't this one kind of look like a Yu-Gi-Oh card? It looks... I looked up a Yu-Gi-Oh card just to make sure. It looks nothing like it. But this gives me Yu-Gi-Oh card vibes. I don't know what it is. Is it because it's like a deck of cards? I'm not sure. I just wanted to show you this. This might change. But maybe I'll keep it because it's kind of fun. But this rug right here is my favorite by far. Oh my goodness. Doesn't that just looks like a Persian rug, doesn't it? It just feels like an actual rug in the game. It's really nice. Ruffle these leaves all around. It feels nice on your feet too. This one right here is this kind of smaller. I don't really like this. It's okay. It's okay. But really, the whole thing is literally just grab what are these, leaf litters, and just put them on any glazed terracotta. Just experiment that way. You can come up with so many things. I like experimented with so many different types. I chose these ones just because they're like very different colors. That one was just for fun, but this one is not really my favorite. I actually really like the orange one, but I think it was a little too bright in this room because this room's really dungeony. These are supposed to be tapestries, so kind of be like shown up on the wall and kind of hung up there. These are just regular terracottas. I did try to put some like lichen on them, but I didn't really like the look of it. So I like these ones. I like these. It looks like tapestries. This section right here, not too crazy. It's just all the kind of random items we use in the daily life, you know, what you would regularly need. So, you know, this furniture obviously has those for you. This right here is actually where a lot of the storage is gonna go, which is all the various wood types. Because I wasn't sure, like, do I just do all the regular wood types and then put the stripped versions in this, and like the stairs and slabs and all that stuff in the multi-item storage? Or do I also create another filter storage for all of them as well? No, so the back here could be expanded. But yeah, we're gonna also have to do a lot of looping, because you can kind of see here. So this is gonna loop like this, and then I'm gonna have to loop it like slightly out to here in between this wall and then that. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but that's kind of something I'm gonna have to figure it out. And then we loop it back around to this direction. So that's why all the chests and stuff are like against walls, because there's gonna be a lot of redstone behind them. The reason I kept this like kind of cavey look is because this is still a mines, right? I still want to feel like this was a mines before, and they've used this and like kind of refurbished it and remade it and made it their shops and stuff. So that's really the main reason, not because I'm lazy. Next place is my stone storage. Beautiful stone storage. So this was mainly inspired by kind of like those countertop stores, or I guess they're called like granite stores. I'm not sure. Like those stores where they cut like a slab of keep trying to say meat, but I'm not trying to say meat. A slab of stone. Slab of, you know, yeah, different types of stones. So yeah, all of these are labeled by just placing the block. So this is stone, cobblestone, brick, too tough. So the stone, tough, and deep slate, I kind of gave them 2 storage places. I feel like out of all of these, those are likely the ones I'm gonna have like just a ton of. But these will go pretty far up. They can go all the way upstairs to where more bulk storage can happen, like backup bulk storage, you know what I mean? So this area is kind of the oddballs a little bit. So this is the cracked, and might be missing like cracked deep slate, or maybe I chose to keep them out because I don't think I'm gonna use that often. Because cracked deep slate, if you've ever seen it, it's very it's really not too noticeable, like unless you're like really close to it. So maybe that's something I'll revisit. But as of right now, this is where the stairs are gonna go. This is slabs. I just wanted something different here. And then these walls, and then these are gonna be like buttons and pressure plates and stuff. And then I left this one blank for any extra things I didn't think about, like the cracked deep slate and stuff like that. But we'll see. We'll see if how bad this system is, guys. I don't know. I learned a little bit of redstone and I come up with a design and I'm just like, let's go for it. Hopefully it turns out well. Back here, I didn't do too much designing. This is just kind of like a storage system. But out here, we got a nice, beautiful restaurant. Isn't it nice and cozy? This is our sandwich shop. They sell the best sandwiches. We got the chimney. We got the place. Ooh, this is the hostess area. You know, welcome in, welcome in. Should get them a book. But yes, grab your menus. You know, have you seated. This up here is like kind of those like restaurants where they put like trinkets and stuff up above on the shelf to kind of give that family vibe. Look, it's family owned. I guess we'll have to put villagers here instead to kind of give that family owned vibe. I did like the idea of like pillagers kind of competing with each other with their different restaurants. It's nice. I really like how these interiors came out. I tried to really put a lot of thought into them. Another section where you can go upstairs. So yeah, I kind of just want to make it easier for myself, so that's why I create these upstairs sections, just so in case I need to get to the bulk stuff or like the extra storage stuff, if like I have access or whatever. Which doesn't really make sense because it will still filter down anyways, but yeah. It's I don't know. You just want a lot of you know, room to grow and flow and show. So this has an upstairs section as well, of course, and this is our paint shop. Got little brushes here and a little canvas, some spilled paint, some spilled white paint. This is powdered snow. This is kind of like the only one that has like kind of like a, it's not colored, but you know, a liquid that's like this, so I went with the white paint. It makes the most sense. Water looks like water too much, and lava looks lava is too bubbly, too boiling for orange. But you know, this, I like this. This looks cool. This is kind of like an easel, of course, but yeah. This is gonna house my white wools. This is gonna house my terracotta. And it's gonna house the regular white powder and this concrete powder, and then regular concrete in their white versions, because I think all of them can be dyed. So I think I'll probably have a bulk of those mainly, and then everything else will be in, close this door, everything else will be in the multi-item storage, where it's just gonna be the different color variants. Just went from the rainbow colors all the way through, but really it's just maybe wool's gonna go here, terracotta's gonna go here, and glazed terracotta, and then we got concrete and concrete powder and all that stuff. That's kind of the goal. We got looms in case I need to make any banners and things like that. This little section, I don't know if it comes off like, oh, I missed. I missed a shelf. Huh. I don't know how that happened, but we'll have to place it. I don't think I have a shelf. Okay, we got a shelf there now. Okay, random shelf missing. Okay, but other than that, this is supposed to be kind of like that canvas holder kind of situation. We tried to do it with banners, but I don't know if it comes off that well. Some of the banners kind of look like they're floating, rather than maybe I should hang them towards the shelves, but I thought it was pretty cool idea. I don't know if the execution's there, but that's kind of the idea. But other than that, just a ton of colors, hanging signs, lots of candles, lots of you know, flowers and things that you make dyes with. Just a lot of dyes up here. It's just a bunch of colors. But bookshelves, colors up there. Oh, I should put books on here. But yeah, that's kind of the idea. Just a lot of colors to give the color the color room vibe. This is the color room. Next up is the redstone room, which is very noisy. Very noisy. The reason it's so noisy is I decided to create like a little redstone contraption. It just goes up and down with a cauldron of lava. See it? Going down. All it is just a piston pushing this direction, and then another piston pushing up, another piston down up there pushing to the left, and then another piston pushing down. You understand. It's going in a circle. I put the like all of them on just like different timers. It's slightly sometimes slow, but it works. Just a bunch of chains, bunch of redstone laying around. I don't know why I left that empty. I also want to keep my copper because I actually didn't have a place for the copper in any of these stores. So I thought out of all the places, this made the most sense. So let's get some copper in here. So I'm going to put the copper in here, put the redstone in here, and then I'll have to think about what bulk I want to keep in there. I honestly don't know if this is going to work as I think it will. So we shall see. Down this direction, we have the water area. Just everything that's underwater. Gonna have a couple signs that might have some fun facts about the coral reef or just corals in general. And then these are supposed to hold like maybe buried treasure maps and like the heart of the sea and nautilus shells. I will have to just grab that from a storage system. I didn't want to place that in the world because I didn't want to add more of those stuff into it. But yeah, pretty simple stuff. These are obviously being kept alive because these are just stairs that are waterlogged. Flooring wise, I like this flooring. I went through a lot of variations of this floor. I went with like a weird terracotta looking, but it was just too bright. Kind of didn't fit the underwater vibe. I think this is better. It looks nicer. Oh, we also got the nice aquarium, of course. How are you gonna have an underwater place without an aquarium? But yeah, they're having fun in there. Look at that. They kind of bonked their head, but that's fine. They're happy. Having a good time. Okay, I guess we'll move upstairs first, and then we'll move back down. But here is the next stop. So here is the forge. I'm gonna have probably more ores and stuff, and then I think over here I might do the actual like iron, gold, and all that stuff. That is the hardened version, possibly. Just some things I still need to figure out, but like I said, I'm gonna try to have the upstairs connected as well and the downstairs connected. But it's nice. I like how this came out. The forge here is actually just a lava dripstone kind of thing. Kind of looks cool, like little drips of lava, right? And then you can see the chimney from the outside. Oh, look how beautiful and huge that chimney is. Something's being forged there for sure. This spot right here is gonna be usually where the salesperson's gonna be eventually. Like I said, it could just be empty stores, but if it's too laggy, but we'll see. There is actually no way up here other than coming from up there or down here. So it's kind of not connected to anything else. Maybe one day when I figure out the upstairs situation and stuff. But this is the bookstore. This is supposed to be the end of the line. I'm not sure actually. It could be the end of the line because a lot of the non-stackable items will likely go here. So we got books, And then you'll see down below we've got the clothing store and stuff like that. It's actually more like a thrift store because you still have a lot of non-stackable items that aren't just clothes and books. But it turned out to be a thrift store. But yeah, this is gonna be where the books go. I feel like I probably should have done more. Maybe added more like benches and stuff for you to sit. This is just kind of like a bunch of books and nothing else. So I'll add some seating eventually here, because this just goes right upstairs and I don't really like that it's going like straight up like that. So this is likely going to change. It might curve to the left or right here once I get the kind of tunnels for the other storage to go. But eventually we'll have buildings up here anyways, so it'll be figured out once that kind of starts happening. And I want this to be like a whole entire thing, a whole entire village vibe sort of situation. Let us get out of this sopping rain and come back down here into the clothing thrift store section. Sorry, I had the invis resource pack on. These are empty for now, but eventually I'll fill them up with just random stuff that I have all over the place. But we've got this situation going on. A bunch of the non-stackable items on the wall here, a couple up here as well. So just showing they sell pretty much everything. You got the boats, you got this stuff, you got the music center here. I'm probably gonna add like a wall of all the music discs I have. This area, it's difficult on what I want to do here because I feel like the non-stackable items should be the end, but this might... I was planning to put my end stuff in here, but now I'm not so sure. This room might become just like random items that don't have a place at the moment, or maybe random new update stuff. I feel like I didn't really put too much love into this place. It was supposed to be like a gift shop kind of vibe. This is also expandable eventually, right? So we can add another store right here that could just, you know, kind of cut out a section in this tunnel. But I'm very happy that we have our world back, that we're kind of... Oh, didn't mean to flip those. We got our world back. We've got some things going on. We've got things kind of, you know, still a work in progress. I'm planning like the tunnel here. But yeah, that's it. It is raining. It is pouring. Is it sleep time? No, it's just raining now. No, I forgot to mention, outside here, there's another section I added, which is like a water feature. You see the waterfall kind of, you know, kind of going around and stuff. Going around that direction, going around this direction. And I was thinking of maybe bringing it down here and creating another water feature. Maybe I love water features too much. Down here, I also added kind of a staircase where maybe they used to use for the mines. Oh, okay. I've been yapping enough. Let's get this build finished and get all of this sorted items and just have a happy, fun time. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. It was so dumb. I straight up just deleted it. Like, it wasn't anything crazy. I clicked delete on the world. It didn't happen. It'll never happen again. I've backed up everything. I've backed it all up, okay? I will always back it up. I will always double check. I will always make sure this world can't be deleted. I might even have to maybe download a mod where it locks. I think there's mods that lock your world and make sure you can't delete. I hope you guys are liking the video so far. Please subscribe for my sake, and please like, and please help me out and become a member. Okay, I'll see you in a bit. honestly, I don't know how long this video has been going on for, because for me, it's been going on forever. Can you tell I'm still not over it? I'm trying to get over it. And it's just, oh, and another terrible thing that I forgot to mention was we lost. I found a doggo in the, like, a little, I don't know, pocket of, you know, cave or whatever in like this vicinity somewhere here. And then I was like, oh, that's so cool. I can tame it, place it here, be like, this is the doggo I found in this area. And it would have been awesome. You guys would have been able to name it and all that. And now it's gone. It's gone. I'm not gonna spawn it or anything like that. I could go find a doggo, but it's not the same. I didn't find it here. It's no story to it. It's just, yeah, it is just sad. Oh, I forgot to also mention a couple of these signs right here. I literally just took it from Wikipedia, okay? Oh, it's not done. It's not even close to done, guys. I've been exhausted. I've been building all of this twice. Ooh, this is another cool thing I probably didn't mention. You can get a pitcher pod, and you can actually stop its growth, like, from fully growing, and by placing just any item. I used candles to kind of make it look like it's like a red flower of some sort. Up close it looks weird, but further away it's like kind of blends, maybe. I don't know. I was just experimenting. Honestly, I feel like I kind of rushed the whole tour and all that stuff, but here's a couple of hoses. I don't know if this mentioned, but this is like an area where they're like cleaning the pots and all this. Okay, let me show you what I actually have done. Flower pots and pots in here, and then I've actually up here. Okay, I can't reach. I'm stepping on the pots. I've filtered these out. I've used stone as filter. I have tons of stone. You can just name it filter. Yeah, so this has got gravel, this got sand, and then this has got red sand. This is how it's gonna be for now, bulk storage wise. Like, this is all changeable, nothing's committed, so that's what's really good about this whole system. Another thing I figured out is I feel like this might be overkill. Just a bit overkill. I don't think all these stores need that many chests, especially with the multi-item sorters situation, but you know, more is better than less, I guess. Right now, I am just filling all of this with sand so nothing else gets in here that's not supposed to be in here. This is just all the food. I filtered a lot of this stuff with carrots because that's what I had abundance of. I shouldn't say filter, I should say filler. I filled these with carrots so nothing else gets in here other than carrots and all the other food items that I do have. And then down here I used arrows as fillers, but I think what I'm gonna do is use these as like a place for a bunch of these random miscellaneous things that just don't have a home or have a home yet, and just kind of fill them out. Okay, that's empty, but yeah, we got leather, we got paper, we got honey. Like, everything in here is gonna probably just random miscellaneous things. And then I'm gonna do the same thing I did here, have the shelves. That way I can slowly label everything, because this is gonna be a mess. And I think I didn't need a second floor. It's just too much. I filled these with rotten flesh because I ran out of arrows. One of the couple things I keep running into is like, where do I place certain things? Like sweet berries. I usually use them as decorative blocks for plants, but they're also edible. So do I put them in here because they're edible? Do I place them in the other plant thing? I don't know. I don't know. It's kind of like the decision I just have to make. Eggs, I put it in here because you make cake and things, but I could put it in the miscellaneous because there's no other place for it. Same with the sugar and the sugar cane. You know, things like that. It's just like, it's bizarre. It's bizarre. But yeah, this is the only section I've done so far, from here to here, and it took a while. Even just the redstoning also just takes a while and stuff like that. Ugh. And you know, still recovering from all the tragedy I've gone through this week. It's just I don't know if I want to do it at this moment. I think I need a much needed vacation, and then I might come back and just, you know, finish it up. I think this might be all you get for this episode. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know how long this episode is even, because like it's just like, for me, it's been so long. It's been so long. Right up here is what I've built. Oh, those are slowly wax. Child. Oh my goodness. And it started raining. Is it storming or just raining? Don't tell me I have to sleep again. Oh my goodness. Do I really have to do this in the rain? I have to do this in the rain? Where's my scaffolding? Oh, of course it's raining. Of course. Okay, we gotta fix this for sure. I don't have my honey. I need my honey. Okay. It's a mess. It's a mess. Right in the rain. Okay, those are still out. Those are still kind of weathering. I like this look. Okay. I'm gonna give you a tour of this very polished building. It's supposed to give the warehouse look, but I did some shading. It's another baby. I'm being rained on. I'm being attacked by zombies. I lose my world. Okay. Okay, let's take a look at this. This is the warehouse. It's supposed to be a warehouse. This kind of, I tried to like make it look interesting by just like jutting this into the wall, just making sure things are really even, like, you know, just super boxy and square and all that stuff. I used some of the jungle and things like that to kind of add a little bit of shading to kind of say that the sun's kind of hitting in this direction. I'm doing it in the rain. Let's start inside. You're not gonna have a great look in here. Oh, look at this beauty. It's so cluttered. It's beautiful but cluttered, you know what I mean? Okay, so we've got this area, which is gonna be our stone cutter area, and it doubles as a it doubles as a a stripping log area. Oh, I love it. Oh, perfect. Get it? Because logs getting cut, kind of making it look like it's getting, yeah. You get it. Even though this is not a lot of space, and I don't think this would be here. I feel like this would be better if it was like seated outside, but it works for me, okay? And I wanted, like, you know, it's easier to strip wood when it's like super enclosed, so that's kind of the idea there. A bunch of this is random junk over on this section, but this stuff very useful, like all the crafting, all those things you might need randomly out of nowhere and stuff. So that's kind of like what I'm making, you know. So it's a warehouse, they're putting a bunch of stuff, but I'm gonna use this stuff. I'm gonna use it. Up here we have just more decoration, pots, barrels, you know, hay bales, random kelp blocks. Yep, they're just kind of everywhere. And then I don't know if this is too much. I think this might be too much, but I wanted to create like where they're putting down like this kind of elevator and then grabbing some of the stuff and putting it up here. I think it's cool, but it just might be too much. It might be, I think this is already good enough on its own, so I don't know, but I think it's pretty cool. And then we've got just a nice wagon. Get it? You should do that. We've got just the whole contraption coming down for the wagon to unload and then move on to wherever we're headed. It's gonna be my kind of like warehouse workshop. And the reason for all of this is a place to add my shulker unloader. Yes. So, I probably shouldn't have blocked it up, and I probably should have showed you first and then blocked it. I'm a professional. Okay, I show you. I'll try to show you. Okay, none of this is, all of this is a facade. What else? Yep. Okay. And then I think this is here, and then you can see this observer right here, and that's fine. I'm not gonna remove that chest. So, how this works. So this is where you'll place all your shulker items, okay? And then you can just put the boxes in there full of stuff. One thing is, I think you need to make sure it's full of stuff, or else the shulker boxes will go downstairs, which isn't super ideal. But it's cool. It's cool anyways. So it'll go down here and go into this dispenser. This dispenser will dispense the shulker box, and kind of maintain a signal. So this will send a signal to this saying, hey, there is stuff here, so don't do anything. Once the shulker box is empty, and then it'll dispense here, and then once the shulker box is empty, I think it will send a signal through here. I'll send a signal to this observer, which is holding a piston, a sticky piston, that will push this redstone up to here, which will send a signal to this observer. And then from that observer, it will send a signal down as well to this piston, which will break the shulker box, and then it will push the shulker box into this hopper, and you will get your shulker boxes here. And then I just added another hopper to put chests in here. So that is kind of the idea. Let's put it to the test. I actually haven't tested it in this world. I've tested it in the creative world, but not in this world. Okay, it actually does work. I just put way too many items. It does take a little bit, but one thing I could do is just drop in a ton of shulker boxes and let that through. One thing I probably want to do is find a way to make this area always loaded. I have to look up some chunk loader systems and stuff like that. But as of right now, since I'm working in this area, it's not too much of a big deal. But yeah, that'll probably happen next episode. But here's the beautiful test. So we got a couple items here. This should work like a charm. Okay, should work. Here's my test shulker. It did land in there. I made sure this works. And then bang, in our empty shulker box, and no items. It's all going down into the system as of the moment. Yeah. Okay, I think I've got it working. I think it's very slow though. It's still quite slow. I just needed to fix a couple of situations up here. I needed to make, oh actually, yes, down here I needed to make these 2 tick delays. I just need to click them once, delay them a little bit, and this way the system's just slightly slow enough to where it can actually check the chests, which is kind of sucks because that means the system runs slower. But it's clicking away. It's clicking away, and eventually we will start seeing carrots pop in here. Should have carrots. Okay, there we go. The carrots are popping in. Oh, finally it works. It works. The system works. I might just download a mod to lower dropper noise, because right now I have like the chest noise is really low because I had to lower the volume. But this will be clicking away. You know, the system's working. Means it's working. There's so much more to do. So many more buildings, so many more places to go. I hope you guys liked the video. It was pretty insane, the roller coaster I went through. Oh my goodness, but I am happy we are back and everything is fine, everything is good. System is starting to work. I just need a break from it. But we will finish everything in the next video. So I guess you guys have to subscribe to see that all finished up. And I'm planning to build more buildings up there, so we're gonna have more warehouses, more, you know, little houses, I guess, like little mining houses and stuff. Just add to the lore of this whole place. But it's a nice shopping area, and hopefully I can get it working to where I can just visit each shop for each item and things like that. I don't know how how much I'm gonna hate it, but I want reasons to like go inside. I worked hard on the interiors, so I want reasons to check each one out. But who knows, maybe eventually we'll move on and do a different storage system. But hopefully that's far in the future. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching the video. I'm happy you even made it this far and, you know, went through all my tragedies and woes. So thank you, and hope to see you in the next year, because I'm still here in the past, not in the New Year's yet. Because, I wanted to get these videos recorded before the holidays. So but now it's time to take the holiday break, and even though you're seeing this in the future, crazy. Well, thank you guys so much. Hope to see you in the next year, and bye-bye. No, bye.